Hey, it's Dan. Welcome back. You're watching iAllegedly, and I've got a good one for you today. It's a beautiful cold morning here in Newport Beach. Waves are crashing. Everything's good. But I got a question, and that is, are you ignoring the madness that's going on right now? And I had a subscriber send me that, and I said, that is a great, great line, that people are ignoring the madness right now. And I said, that's a great title for a video, and we're going to use that one today. So please do not forget to hit the like button. Please don't forget to subscribe to the channel. And don't forget to sign up for Christmas in May. ChristmasInMay.com. We're giving away tons of stuff. We're going to be updating the website from today forward until we give away everything at the end of the month. So sign up today. Thousands of people have signed up already. And also today we have a sponsor, Patriot Gold, which I'll talk about a little bit later. But let's get into it. There are things globally in the world's economy that you have to look at. You have to say, that's kind of serious. I'll look at that. First thing is New York City. New York City's pension fund, they're finally admitting that they had a major loss to their pension fund when First Republic went down for the count. Now think about this. First Republic, well, I thought they got saved, Dan. They got bought by, New York's, greatest child, Jamie Dimon. Well, no. The city of New York lost $2 million out of its pension fund because of the failure of First Republic Bank. Oh, well, that's not right. That doesn't seem fair. But what's going to happen is you're going to have more and more people, thousands of people, that are in jeopardy of not getting paid out of their pension because of this. Now, let's go one step further. This one's huge. This was sent to me out of the UK. Tesco, one of the world's largest grocery store chains, just admitted that they had all these, quote, safe investments that they put pension money into. And it was ran responsibly, and they just found out that they've been investing in all these government treasuries and things like that. And when the Bank of England started to raise interest rates, they lost money, hand over fist. Now, think about this. The pension has lost 9 billion pounds, which is like $12 million, okay? 9 billion pounds. That's insane right now. So, did I say 12 million? 12 billion. It's completely upside down. There's 300,000 people in this pension, and this is disturbing because read the article, all these people that are involved in this pension, they're sitting back thinking that they served this company for decades and waiting for their check every month, and now it's not going to come. So this is bad, guys. This is bad, bad, bad. The auto industry is going through real upheaval right now, and you're starting to see major cracks, major cracks in the auto industry, but with high-end autos. Two things that are happening with high-end autos right now. There is a thing called auto pawn, and that is if you have a pink slip on a vehicle, you can contact a finance company, and literally within a few hours, you can have cash for that car. It's that simple. It's very, very simple. This is done especially with really high-end cars that are worth several $100,000. They will take these cars and they will go to the auto pawn place and say, yeah, the retail value is 400 grand. We'll give you 200,000 today. If you don't pay us within 60 days, the car is ours. So they have all this, really strict problems that they have very high interest if you want to keep the loan outstanding, all this stuff that happens. And, because it's not regulated like normal financing, there's a lot of things they can do to charge people that are unheard of. That is on the rise like never before right now, okay? But have you guys seen, and we've all seen these cool auto auctions where the Mecum auto auction, Jackson Barrett, you're sitting there at home and, they'll wheel out the 1965 Mustang that's perfect, and some guy will spend 150 grand on it. Well, this is happening more and more, that these cars are not selling at auction right now. And two problems. The owners of the vehicles, for the love of the vehicle, okay, motorheads love these cars. And motorheads have time invested, a tremendous amount of money, and a lot of these people are not in the business to just give these cars away. and they're not going to accept anything for these cars. They're going to accept the right price. Well, with the Mecum auto auction, you're seeing more and more cars that are not selling. They're not hitting the minimums. And then they go to a secondary auction, which I didn't even know that this existed until somebody sent me a TikTok on this. And that, you watch it on TV and 80,000, 81,000, all that stuff. And then the car sells. Normally they show the stuff that sells. I can't remember an auction that went 2 hours long where it didn't sell. It doesn't seem like we get to see many of those. So the cars that don't sell, they go to a secondary area where you get to walk through the cars and look at it. The last time they had this auction, it was so packed that they had to come up with extra space for it. Plus, they had cars that were like, highest bid was 70,000, the owner wanted 80 grand. And again, the investment, the money that these people have put into these cars are astronomical, and they want the money out of it. And the other problem is that the rich people are not spending the money like they used to. They're just not doing it. Okay? So, somebody did something decorative in the sand. I don't know what this means, but, will you marry me? I don't know. Anyways, so you're starting to see more problems with the cars and with the auto auctions, which is a very telling sign that this is falling apart right now, because the rich people are not spending money, and the rich people are trying to unload things, but they're also desperate. Hey, I just want to get rid of the car. I'll take 70 instead of 80 grand. No. When you have these auctions, also you have really high fees that go along with it. So, anyways, there's more roses laying over there too. So, and they're real roses. So I don't know. Okay. Now, I had someone send me a story about 10 days ago from the Minneapolis area talking about car servicing issues. And it was like, okay, great, I'll see if I get more of this. Well, I got somebody who didn't want me to give her name in Minneapolis who had another problem with this. Think about this. You go to drop your car off at your service writer, and the service writer says, hey, Dan, how are you going to pay for this today? What? Well, when the car gets done, you can do cash, you can do check, you can do card. How can we expect payment? Well, if that would be a weird question for you, I think that would be a weird question. What they told this woman was that they're having more and more people that are requesting service work done, and they're just not picking the cars back up. Nope, not coming back. Cars financed through the dealership, keep the car. Isn't that crazy? Thousands of dollars worth of repairs. I'm not coming back. I'm not paying for it. So what they're doing to hedge their bet right now, because things are so good in the economy, is they're going, Dan, how are you going to pay for this? When can we expect payment? How about this? The other thing, which I couldn't even believe someone would do this, and I can't believe they would let them get away with this, is they show up to pick up the car, and, oh, hang on. Gosh, I don't have my wallet with me. I'll pay you guys later. Okay. You can pay for the oil change later. And they let people drive away with the car, and they never pay them. Where is that? Let's walk into a restaurant tonight, you and me, and we'll sit down and we'll order some. Don't forget to get appetizers too. We'll get appetizers. We'll get some. You probably like to drink. You'll get a couple glasses of wine. It'll be fun. And then we'll just say, I forgot my wallet, and I'll come back later and pay you. What business would allow that? Okay, without calling the cops. But the auto repair industry, for some reason in Minneapolis, they've been doing this and letting people get away with this, but not anymore. They're fed up with it. They're done with it. But now it's become a huge problem. So if anybody else has experienced this around the country, it's just crazy that I had multiple people in the Minneapolis area that said that the dealerships are sick of this. So crazy, crazy times, guys. People are not paying for things. Things are falling apart right now. They are. That without a doubt, right before our eyes, and you can sit there and go, oh, it's not bad, things are good, everything's great. The interest rates right now have destroyed these pensions. So much so that, think about this, they've gone up 20 times, okay? They were originally less than 1% for banks to borrow money, overnight money, and now it's over 5.5%. So it's a huge difference right now. Read the article below. The prime lending rate for banks to borrow money with each other is as high as 8.25% right now. And this is destroying businesses, it's destroying bank lending, it's destroying capital. And what it's doing with bankruptcies is it's creating massive amounts of bankruptcies right now. The bankruptcies, we talked about this 3 weeks ago. The bankruptcies are escalating now higher than they ever have. There are more bankruptcies right now in the first quarter of a year than there were since 2010. Okay, 13 years, guys. That's a huge, huge number, and it's a huge problem, but it's escalating weekly. Bankruptcies in general are up 38%, which is crazy, but think about this. Chapter 11 filings are up 78% right now, and it's only going up. It's not subsiding, it's not slowing down, and everybody attributes it to one thing, and that is lack of capital. When you have a business, you have to have capital to buy equipment. Say, hey, we're going to get that new forklift and the new tractor, and you have to have cash flow to maintain those payments to fund capital, expenditures and buying this equipment. The problem with it is that sales are down for everybody. Sales are off for everybody. Now you can be stupid like Target and the crazy things that they're doing, and Disney and stuff like that, and do stupid things that alienate customers, but in general, people are not spending money because they don't have the money right now to spend. So look at the news, guys. You can ignore the madness is a great way to put it. And that's what it is. It's madness right now because this is happening right before our eyes. And when you have industries that do the negative, kick people out of their homes, repossess cars, evictions, foreclosures, all that stuff, those people are thriving right now. Share your thoughts on this stuff so far, but you can act like this is no big deal. These numbers are no big deal, but for pensions, you have to look at your finances. You have to understand where your retirement's at. You have to look at all of this for the safety of your own, well-being, your family, everybody. All these problems with these banks are just not going to go away overnight. They're getting worse. And, the fat cats of the world, the Jamie Dimons of the world that buy First Republic, and now they're leaving their fellow, co-conspirators out to dry with the city of New York, okay? Well, how come we're getting caught up in this? Because you're stupid. That's why. You guys don't run anything fiscally. Some of these people that get elected don't care. They were never intended to be business people. I get a kick out of a politician that comes in and gets a salary for 150, 170 grand a year, and then leaves a multimillionaire. Explain that math to me, guys. I'd like to do that. So, okay. Look at your pension. Look at what they're investing. It's your money. You can ask these questions. Oh, really? Yeah. Yes, ask those questions. So let me know what you think about this so far. Let's talk about our sponsor, Patriot Gold Group. With all this talk about retirement, doesn't it make you concerned about where you're at? One thing that you can do to give yourself peace of mind is you can call the good people at Patriot Gold today. They have a no fee for life IRA and 401k that you should look at immediately. Call them at 888-330-1431 and find out how you can get a free investor guide. They will answer all your questions. There's absolutely no obligation to find out, but they're the #1 rated IRA and 401k company for the last 7 years in a row by Consumer Affairs. That's amazing, guys. I love the company. Their service is second to none. They're a great group of people, but they care about their customers. And you need to take matters into your own hands right now because let's face it, what we're living through right now is so precarious, and you need to take matters into your own hands. Call them today. Look at safe haven investments like metals. They sell everything, gold, silver, they sell it all, but call them today. 888-330-1431. Let them know that I allegedly sent you. And again, there was an article last month in the Wall Street Journal where they said, don't just sit there, do something. Do something, guys. Call Patriot Gold today or use the link below. Audio. one thing that's interesting about running this channel is that there are trends when it comes to news that we get. And all of a sudden you'll get yourself different, they'll be talking about the debt ceiling, we'll be talking about autos, we'll be talking about housing. For some reason lately, we've been getting a lot of polls sent to us. And first thing is that this is a very high level. 2/3 of the people out there believe that the debt ceiling is not going to be solved in a timely manner, and that they think that this is going to be disastrous, and that this is going to be a $1.2 trillion mistake, and that it's going to be brought down to the final hour, but it's going to cause major damage. And people are getting more and more concerned. Their concern is growing. The other concern that people have right now is people are sick of their taxes right now. People saying that it's unfair that they have to pay this much in taxes, and it's too much, and they have a bad feeling about the IRS right now. And that's over 50% of the people, which kind of surprised it was that low. But I was watching Peter Schiff talk about his situation and what he's going through right now. And there is nothing wrong with taking tax deduction, guys. What I always recommend people do is you go out and get the best accountant that you can. Have somebody that goes, hey, do you understand what it's like to run a termite business? Do you understand that? Oh yeah, I've got 2 of them in my arsenal. You want people that understand what you do and how you write things off, and how you buy equipment, how you buy chemicals, how you pay people, how you insure the company. You want an accountant that understands everything that you do. Now, even as a one-man band or one-woman show, you need to have somebody understand what you do for a living. That's a big, big deal. I'm on the south side of the Newport Pier today. It's kind of beautiful. You got all the restaurants and the bars up there everybody goes to. But got the lifeguard station and everybody out here. Just a really calm day. There's the waves are rolling in, but they're very small right now. So you don't have a lot of surfers that are experienced out here right now. You just got some on the north side of the pier. But, what do you guys think about this? You guys feel good about this stuff? I have no faith in these people. Most people that write me say, Dan, they're going to work this out at the 11th hour. But this is going to take a toll on all of it. It's going to take a toll on the economy. And you're starting to see things like the 10-year bond go up in price. You're starting to see the fact that real estate loans are getting more and more difficult to get. Bank financing is getting more and more difficult. Just like we talked about, these companies cannot get capital. And for the average person, we think about, hey, let's borrow money. Well, you have to have credit lines. You have to have ways of financing things, financing equipment, being able to sell your goods to people and have financing. If you go into a furniture store, hey, 90 days same as cash, those are drying up right now. The home improvement loans are drying up right now. They're getting more and more difficult to get because they're raising the bar for people to get those loans. So it's a problem, guys, and it's a problem right before our eyes. And you can act like it's no big deal, or you can accept it, but I'm telling you, do yourself a favor. If you own a business, make sure people don't owe you any money right now, because it's going to be a musical chairs that's going to stop. All my friends that said, wow, Dan, I've taken your advice, and we've just been, bastards with these people and going after them to collect money, and they're angry with us, and fine, here's your check, because they're doing things like, hey, we're not going to deliver the next shipment until we get paid on the old stuff. Or they would ship it with their word, and their word became less and less good. So now they're draw a line in the sand, and guess what? They're current with everybody. All these people got paid. You need to be there. If you are somebody that does consulting work, or you do service work, and you're an independent contractor and you get paid from people, have them pay you. No, I'll drive over and get the check. Okay, well, we'll mail it to you tomorrow. And because you know how that works, guys. Hey, look, we wrote the check today. And then, put it in an envelope. So that got put in the envelope today. And then the next day they think about mailing it. And then the mailman came. He already came today. So now you got 2 days. And then you drop it in the mailbox on the 3rd day. And before you know it, you're 5 days later from getting your money. No, guys, go get it. Go get it now. Okay? Control everything. Get rid of your expenses. Sell everything right now that you do not need because people still have some money out there. This is going to stop. It's going to get to a point that people won't want to buy things. When you see rich people having to unload assets, watches, the watch industry, a friend of mine, Dave, said, wow, the high-end watch industry, Dan, is dropping like crazy. And you're seeing Rolexes go for next to nothing because people are giving them away right now, which is unheard of. You know, Rolex did this thing where you'd walk into a store and they would say, hey, we just don't have the inventory. Sorry, don't have it. You can put your name in the waiting list. And then they would call the people and say, hey, you have 2 hours to come down here and buy your watch. And people would, scurry down there. That's changing. There is an excessive amount of Rolexes that are for sale right now. So beware, guys. Get ready. Watch what's going to happen. And control your financing. You're going to see some crazy stuff. And you can ignore this all you want. But now it's starting to get to be a problem. So kind of a cool shot. I still think it's crazy that guys surf underneath this thing, and people get pictures here all the time. That's really nice. But again, this is the Newport Pier. You've got the Dory, the fish place that's open up in the morning here. We get all the fresh fish, and they bring it in. They bring the stone crabs in and things like that. Just a cool spot, So, but again, only a handful of surfers out there right now. The waves aren't that big right now. So let me know what you guys think about this so far, because it's crazy. And they also have the farmers market on the weekends because the weather's good, and the craft fair is back up too. So again, Newport Pier, great place to park, cheap parking, and restaurants and places to walk. And then you've got, during football season, they've got all the bars and stuff that get tons of people down here and having a good time. Few business stories that are kind of interesting. Adidas, the shoe company, they didn't want to sell Kanye West shoes, Yeezy shoes, as he's known as now, for a myriad of reasons. And they've decided that because they've got millions of dollars with them, hundreds of millions of dollars, they've decided to start selling them again. And they're going to have to pay the royalty and fight the media backlash from people, and we'll see what happens with that. James Gorman, the CEO of Morgan Stanley, he's going to step down. There's no successor named for him yet, and no official date named yet, but the story is below on that. And we're starting to see crazy things in real estate that are happening. There's a house for $650,000 in Miami that is absolutely destroyed, and it's getting multiple offers because of the potential for the house. People have lost their minds still. And next thing when it comes to real estate is Jay-Z and Beyonce spent $200 million on a house, in Malibu. Crazy. It's on all the different news programs. It's all over the place. But what's nuts is they're saying they got a tremendous deal. The house is listed at $295 million. They're amazing negotiators. They got it for $200 million. Maybe the house wasn't worth $295 million. So there's that. But again, the second most expensive house under contract right now in the country, because some idiot bought a $235 million condo, an apartment in New York City. That's the most amazing property in the world. Well, it's not Malibu amazing. It's not a backyard. It's something in the sky, guys. So $238 million somebody paid for a condo. That lunacy. Final story is Elon Musk's, his Cybertruck is going to come out, and now there's articles about how this is going to revolutionize cars. It's going to change everything. And the greatest line from this article was, it's the car everybody wants and the car no one cares about. So who cares? Do you guys care that the Cybertruck's going to finally come out? Will that be a game changer? Will it be something that you'll go, wow, I got to get the Cybertruck? Who knows, guys? It's later this year. They're going to start leaking details weekly, which again, that drives me crazy. Tell me when we can get it. How much is it going to be? Remember the original prices. Thousands of people put down deposits on this, and you have no idea how many they're going to release right now, which is absolutely amazing. So don't forget, if you want to email me anything, it's hello@iallegedly.com. Also, don't forget, as always, like the video. Please subscribe to the channel and hit the bell notification so you're always notified of everything that we're doing. Don't forget to sign up for Christmas in May. Go to christmasinmay.com to sign up for that. Take a look at Patriot Gold because they're a fantastic company. And onward and upward, guys. I will see you guys very soon. And hope your day and your week is going to be amazing.